Did you get ready in the dark or something? 'Cause you look like a beautiful nightmare.
Hi Virgo Rising, my name is Tessa. Welcome to my channel. You're watching your July 2021 Astro Tarot update. So make sure that you are a Virgo Rising because it's probably not going to make any sense to you if you're a Virgo Sun or Moon. What I do is I pull up the astrology. I pull up the July 1st, I have the July 1st, 2021 astrology up on my phone based on your rising sign. And we're going to take a look at what energies you need to be aware of for July through the Astro Soul Oracle deck. And we're going to match it up to see what exact astrological energies are coming out that you need to be aware of. And we're going to take a look to see what is going on in your natal chart. Okay, so make sure that you're a rising sign. Otherwise, if you just want to watch this and get some kind of insight, even if you are a sun or a moon, that's totally fine too. You never know, you might find some information here that you're going to like, okay? But I do sun, moon, and rising general tarot readings for my mid-month videos, okay? But yeah, I hope you like my new background. It's just a different area in my apartment. It's right by the air conditioning. Things are moving around here a lot. This table is freaking fantastic. I love this table. My roommate brought it in. It's big, it's wood. It pretty much fits everything that I need it to fit. So I've really been enjoying filming my videos here. You get to see like a little piece of my apartment with my bike over here. I just pulled it in from outside recently because we've been having a whole lot of rain, 2 tornado warnings, and I don't want my bike to rust. I'm not ready to buy another one. Yeah, and just like my little craft area, basically, I keep my tools and whatever home improvement projects I got going on back there. And you know, well, you know how a couch looks. So yeah, so with that being said, we're pretty much going to just jump into your reading. Both of the decks have been pre-shuffled. I'm using the Astro Soul Oracle deck and Tarot of the Divine. Just a little bit about Cancer season. We are officially in Cancer season, so happy Cancer season. I'm probably going to say Cancer at least 10 more times in this video. Yeah, so Cancer season is all about like home, you know, home life, your day-to-day like moods, okay, because Cancer is ruled by the moon. So the biggest theme that I really see going on this month for everyone is really just kind of like understanding how you feel on a day-to-day basis, and like just like really kind of understanding like your mood swings and understanding the different moods that you feel day-to-day, because Cancer is ruled by the moon, and the moon is the quickest astrological body, celestial body that is in our solar system. It is the only body that revolves around the Earth, and it changes phases every day. It changes zodiac signs every day. It's actually the most important planet in Eastern Vedic astrology. So unlike the sun, which is the most important planet in Western astrology. So you know, the moon is really, really important, okay? It really does have to do with how we actually feel on a day-to-day basis, and like acknowledging those feelings and being aware of them, okay? And like, because Cancer energy is very sensitive, very emotional, but they're also very expressive. Cancer's, like Cancer Sun energy, Cancer, like, it typically will be very expressive kind of energy in terms of like their moods and how they're feeling and things like that. So, yeah, so without further ado, we're going to see exactly how this all fits into your chart. And by the way, you do have Cancer in your 11th house. The 11th house is ruled by Aquarius. The 11th house is about technology, acquaintances, our social network, the network in which we connect with and relate to based on like our professions or our jobs, or like maybe like causes that we're involved in, humanitarian kind of efforts, things like that. It's kind of like the bigger network that connects you to a range of people, okay? This is very Aquarian energy. So your Cancer is connected to this energy, which is really interesting, which is really interesting. So you probably feel more intensely some of the shifting moods of the collective, okay? So the way that I kind of interpret that is like your emotions kind of shift along with the collective energy. So that is actually really, really fascinating. But we're going to take a look and we're going to pull some cards and we're going to see exactly what energy we should be talking about for you, Virgo. Okay. So what are the energies that Virgo needs to be aware of for July 2021? What are the energies that Virgo needs to be aware of for July 2021? What are the energies that Virgo needs to be aware of for July 2021? I'm getting faster at this shuffling. I think it's because this table is like perfect height. What are the energies that Virgo needs to be aware of for July 2021? What are the energies Virgo needs to be aware of for July 2021? What are the energies Virgo needs to be aware of for July 2021? Alright, Virgo, let us get into this. Let's take a look to see what we got going on for you. The full moon. We just had a full moon in Capricorn, but we're not going to talk about June. We're going to talk about July. And guess what? The full moon in July is going to be in Aquarius. And I was just talking about Aquarius. I love it when the dots connect like that. It's like we're forming our own constellation right here on Tesa's Tarot. Okay, so the full moon, energy peak. Harvest, blessings, achievement. Sagittarius also has some pretty high energy peaks towards the end of July. So July 23rd, we're going to have a full moon in Aquarius, July 23rd. Okay, so we're going to take a look to see where you have Aquarius in your chart. So your full moon is going to take place in the 6th house, which, guess what the natural ruler of the 6th house is? Virgo. Virgo rules the 6th house. The 6th house is the house of daily routines, your health, like the details, right? Like just kind of like how you go through your life on a day-to-day basis in a practical manner. You know, like what are your routines all about? Like how do you take care of yourself, whether at home or at work, okay? So with the full moon transiting your 6th house in Aquarius, there's probably going to be a really intense peak of energy around July 23rd in regards to your like daily routines and in regards to how you take care of yourself. Okay, there could also be some changes because Aquarius energy does deal with some like unpredictability or like some changes. So maybe like the current routine that you're on maybe might go through like either a big like a boast of inspiration and you're gonna feel extra energized to perhaps like take things to another level or to do more, or it's going to have kind of like an opposite effect and it's going to take you into some deeper areas where you feel like you need to make changes to your routine, like something is not working for you anymore and you're going to discover exactly what it is that's not working for you and you're going to start thinking about what kind of changes you need to make in regards to that. Oh my God, this is crazy. Saturn is coming out and guess Saturn is currently in Aquarius retrograde and in your 6th house. So it at some point is going to be conjunct with this full moon. So I think the fact that it is going to be retrograde, I think that you just are really going to need to be aware that around that time of that full moon in Aquarius, July 23rd, there could be, like things could feel a little harder than usual, okay? And this is probably why you might feel like you're struggling a little bit, maybe to either keep up with your routines or to keep up with like your workout if you are, you know, like doing something in reference to your health, but something towards July 23rd, it just might feel like you have to work a little extra harder at keeping up with these daily things that you have going on, like whatever it is that you have going on. It doesn't have to be working out. It could just be like something in regards to the routine. It might feel just a little heavier. It might feel like just a little bit more difficult, and you just kind of have to like get through some of the like icky parts of it and like really push yourself. You're really going to have to like push yourself. So that is really interesting. And then for the final card, we have the second house, which is the house of Taurus. It says, I have. This is the house of resources, material possessions, and values. Here's where we see our belongings, wealth, and finances, as well as the pillars on which material, intellectual, and emotional security is developed. Very interesting. So with Taurus, the second house, so you have Libra in your second house, okay? There aren't any planets currently in Libra. But with Libra in your second house, it's really just going to be like, so this is, I kind of see this more as kind of advice. I kind of see this more as like, this is how you're going to help yourself through some of the more difficult moments where you're really going to have to kind of like, you know, push yourself a little extra harder around that time of the month in regards to like things that you are involved in on a day-to-day basis. And it has a lot to do with balance, okay? That is how you're going to get through it. It's going to have a lot to do with just like figuring out how to balance things out so you don't feel overwhelmed, so you don't feel like you're taking on too much, you know, like balancing out what's more important with what's least important, so you're not overwhelming yourself. Balancing out like the things, like putting first what it is that's number one, what's a priority, what are your main big values, and then kind of like put it in order from like most important to least important, so you don't overwhelm yourself. So if you don't get around to those other less valuable things that aren't that important to you, then it's not really that big of a deal, okay? So that's going to be the best way that you're going to be able to organize yourself and organize your time, so you don't feel too like bogged down in this energy, because you might have a lot of things going on towards the end of the month that's going to need your attention, okay? So let's get into the tarot. For the first card, we have the Three of Cups. This is Mercury in Cancer, okay? And Mercury is going to be in Cancer on July 11th. Mercury is entering Cancer July 11th. So this could be just kind of like good time spent with friends, you know, just kind of like getting out, having some fun, having some drinks, you know, just kind of shooting the shit, talking about your plans, you know, with the people that you trust, with the people that you love, maybe even getting together with some family members. And just kind of going out and having fun, and, you know, like discussing things over drinks and just kind of like letting loose, and having a good time. So that's kind of what I see there, but it is about communication. I also kind of see this possibly as like communication with family members, because it is Cancer. So maybe like calling up family members if you do have plans with them, and just kind of going more into detail about, you know, what's the plan, or how is this going to work. For the next card, we have the King of Cups. This is Scorpio energy. So if you do have somebody in your life, like a lover, so this is going to be a very important figure as well. And you do have Scorpio in your third house of friendship and siblings. Interesting. Okay, so this could be like your partner, but this could also maybe represent like a brother, or like someone that you have in your life, some male figure in your life that is like, I don't know, there's a little bit of heavy energy here. Someone that you need to communicate with, maybe like they need to tell you something. I'm getting the feeling that someone just needs to like have a more serious conversation with you, about something. Yeah, I don't know. Seven of Swords. Moon in Aquarius. Okay, so now we're going back to that moon in Aquarius that we have going on towards the end. Interesting. So, I'm sorry, Virgo. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Holy shit. I guess I'm ready for another cup of coffee. Sorry, I just got a little blocked for a moment with this King of Cups energy. I'm kind of getting this as a family member, to be honest. A family member who is like trying to get your attention about something. They're trying to get your attention about something. They're kind of like lurking. Scorpio energy can be really mysterious sometimes. They're kind of like lurking in the background. I'm getting a feeling of like maybe you're being watched. Not like, this could just kind of be the style in which this person operates. Yeah, but this is definitely like a family member or somebody you know. But they're just kind of like paying attention to your moves. And with the Seven of Swords coming out, with the Moon in Aquarius, with this card coming out, I also kind of feel this is like not so much a warning, but kind of like, be careful. This person might be coming to ask you something or ask something of you. They might want something from you. It's not necessarily something you can't give them, but it's just kind of like the manner in which they're approaching you might seem a little deceptive. It just might seem a little sneaky, you know. It just might seem a little like a little weird, or so I'm feeling like just be aware and be cautious that they're not just trying to sneak in to get something from you and then just sneak out and be like, bye. Because that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Like someone is trying to sneak into your life, get something from you, and then leave. So that's really weird. That kind of just like came up out of nowhere, but just keep your eyes open. And if you do have a family member that kind of acts in that manner, you can be kind of like more aware of that. So this is definitely like a particular message for someone. You know, just don't, be careful not to like deceive yourself either, you know, by saying like, oh, you know, like be honest with yourself about something. Don't be like naive. That's kind of like the feeling that I'm getting. It's kind of like, don't be naive. And then we have the Eight of Wands energy. This is Mercury in Sagittarius. Very fast communication. So this could be like messages going back and forth between you and someone. This could also be traveling. You're traveling somewhere far. Or there's some kind of communication going on between you and a person. It could be this person. If it has to do with you traveling somewhere, it could have to do with the person who is in the place that you're traveling to. And maybe there's some discussion or communication going on in regards to like a plan that you might have. But I do see a lot of communication going on here, whether it's through text, through phone, or through email, and something in regards to flight. We have the Emperor card next. This is Aries energy. Okay, so I'm feeling this is another, like, this is someone in your life who is kind of a source of spiritual guidance for you. This is someone who offers support, offers wisdom, offers spiritual guidance for you and your situation with maybe some family members or this individual who's acting a certain kind of way, and you're like, what is he doing or what does he want? And he's just kind of like has your back. Now this I see more as maybe like your lover or your partner or like your husband or your wife. It is Emperor energy, so it's very like this person likes order, they like stability, they want things, you know, more or less to be a certain way. They can definitely be stubborn. But they will also offer support, they will offer wisdom, they will look out for you, they will be your guide, they will be your mentor, they will be there for you if you need to talk or if you need support or whatever it is that you need, okay? And then we have Temperance, another major arcana. This is Sagittarius energy, okay? This is all about finding balance and like bringing back that peace within yourself so that you are able to navigate this situation with like your family in a balanced and inspired way, you know, in a way that can actually like bring about creative, that can bring about like connection through creativity. It's kind of like critical. It's like thinking. It's like problem solving in a creative way. It's like figuring out how to solve a certain problem in regards to like maybe a family member, but like in a creative way. So he or she is not isolated or left out, but like is still part of the team, but it's not necessarily gonna happen the way they want it to happen. It's like more of a creative thinking kind of thing, critical thinking kind of thing, in order to make a more balanced environment, in order to make more people happy. Okay, so something like that. You guys would know what's going on. I don't exactly know. I'm just the messenger. And then for the final card, we have the Magician. Oh my God, Virgo, your last 3 cards are major arcana cards. This is crazy. And Mercury is entering Leo July 27th. So you do have the Magician card. This is Mercury energy. So this is all about just making it happen. Like, bam, we're making this happen. And that's all there is to it. Mercury is currently in Gemini, in your 10th house of career. And then Mercury is moving into Cancer July 11th, and then moving into Leo July 12th. So this has to do with the 4th quadrant of your natal chart, okay? The natal chart is broken up into 4 quadrants, and when we're dealing with Mercury energy, Mercury will travel through like Mercury can travel through 3 different zodiac signs within one zodiac season. So Mercury will be traveling during Cancer season through your 10th house, 11th house, and 12th house. And this deals with your 4th quadrant, which is about like your public persona, your public image. So it's like making things happen. It's kind of like connecting people and bringing people together. It's all about like the social network and the public network, okay? So this Magician Mercury energy there's just going to be like a lot of communication between you and like other people, okay? It's like bringing things together, bringing the plan together, like manifesting in reference to communication and like reaching out to the right people and making things happen in that manner. Whew. Virgo, I don't know, this reading kind of gave me a little head trip. I think I might need more coffee, but this is your reading for July 2021 for Cancer season. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I really hope that it helped. Please like this video if you did enjoy it. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye.